Right now, a pair of teens from Dodgeville are missing. What we know at this hour.
Plus, new developments in the effort to recall the state assembly speaker. How the Supreme Court is weighing in.
And we still are not done with the snow. We got a band of snow that's rotating in from the north. That'll be with us this morning. We'll track it for you coming up.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Chris Stanford, showing you a look at the Beltline. Things moving really smooth out there this morning. A little different than what it was like yesterday.
Definitely.
Got that slushy snow, really heavy stuff. We have another round coming in, some warmer temperatures to get to as well here in the state.
Of course, got a little bit of everything, right? Typical Wisconsin weather. Kelly Slifka's here to tell us all about it. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, good morning, guys. After the heavy, wet snow that we had yesterday, things are a lot quieter this morning. A few flurries floating about, but what we're watching is this band of snow mixing with a little bit of rain up there toward Green Bay, the Fox Cities. That's going to arrive here probably within the next hour or so, at least our northern counties, and that'll be with us for the morning commute. Not real heavy snow, but maybe reducing visibilities a little bit. All right, right now we just have a few flurries here currently in Madison. Some of that snow is starting to just on the doorstep of Green Lake and Marquette counties up to the north. Our future track radar shows that band of snow coming through. Here we're at about 7, 8 o'clock here in Madison. That'll continue through about 9, 10 o'clock before all that sinks down to the south. Now, it's not going to be real heavy, but it may reduce visibilities a little bit. Most of this will melt as it falls on the pavement because we're at 34 right now in Madison, 35 in Middleton. DeForest currently 34, so we are above freezing. Temperatures in the 30s right now. Northwest wind at 10 makes it feel cool. We'll have those snow showers this morning. And as we warm up, can't rule out a few rain showers later today. We are tracking some sun in that forecast. We'll have the first warm forecast coming up.
Okay, Kelly, thank you. This morning, Dodgeville police are looking for 2 missing teenagers.
This is 16-year-old Holly Gurton to the left there. We'll show those pictures here. She left home on Monday in the city of Dodgeville. She is described as 5'4" with blue eyes and brown hair. She is likely with a 17-year-old Jonathan Lindahl, who is described as 6'2" with blonde hair and blue eyes. Police believe the pair are driving in Gurton's 2007 silver Pontiac Grand Prix. You see the picture there? The license plate, Wisconsin license plate here, AVX 9211. Now, if you have any information on where these two could be, you should call the Dodgeville Police Department. That number, 608-935-5950.
A Madison man is now charged, accused of shooting a gun at a house. It happened at a family gathering Saturday night on Moreland Road near Rimrock. Police say 49-year-old Sherman M. Street was drunk and belligerent and asked to leave. Officers say he came back later and fired a round at the house that had adults and kids inside. No one was hurt. After a brief chase, officers arrested Street. He's charged with 3 felonies and a misdemeanor.
A random selection is now set to decide who will win a seat in the Rock County Board of Supervisors. Brandon Buchanan and Lori Marshall received 190 votes in the race for District 11 Supervisor. That makes up some of the city and town of Beloit. So what comes next? Well, a board of canvassers will now verify those results next week. And if there's still a tie, here's what happens.
Then, by state statute, we actually randomly either flip a coin, draw a name out of a hat. We randomly choose who the winner is.
After that, the election would be certified, but the losing candidate could still call for a recount.
Dane County Executive Joe Parisi is officially down to 1 month left on the job. His office announced his retirement will take effect on Friday, May 3rd. Parisi's led Dane County since 2011. He announced last fall that he'd be retiring in May, but he didn't give a specific date, and now we know. Voters will get a chance to elect a successor to Parisi later this year.
Time is 6:03. 2 major storylines in Wisconsin politics this year are on a collision course. They are the efforts by right-wing conservatives to recall Assembly Speaker Robin Vos and the changes in state legislative maps that you see here. The legislative maps, of course, there's been a discrepancy over which maps are in play in that effort to recall Vos. Now, this came about when organizers sought out signatures for that recall attempt, raising the question of which signatures can actually count. Well, now the state Supreme Court is refusing to weigh in. The Wisconsin Elections Commission asked the court to rule on which boundaries would be used in a possible recall, the ones created before this year's redistricting or the new maps. And those new maps don't take effect until November. The court has made a unanimous ruling which pointed back to its December ruling that says the old maps are unconstitutional and should not be used at any time in the future. This order leaves the question of which maps should be used for any recall or special elections up in the air.
Local communities are getting some help to restore and protect wetlands and prevent flooding. That's through a bill that Governor Tony Evers just signed into law. It's called the Pre-Disaster Flood Resilience Program. The move aims to help communities fund the restoration of wetlands, streams, and floodplains to mitigate damage from flooding. It comes after multiple recent floods in Cassville, Wisconsin Dells, Oregon, and Middleton.
Meanwhile, a bill regarding PFAS cleanup is facing opposition from environmental advocates. The bill now heads to Governor Evers' desk after it passed both chambers of the state legislature. It would limit the ability of the Department of Natural Resources to order those responsible for the substance's contamination in private property to clean it up. This comes after PFAS was detected in drinking water systems, private wells, and fish throughout the state. Cleanup efforts continue now in Baltimore after the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge last week.
A critical next step is to lift a section of the bridge that weighs as much as nearly 30 school buses. Cleanup was paused last night due to thunderstorms. It was scheduled to resume once the weather system passed. Officials will also begin lifting undamaged containers off the ship's bow.
We need to lift those undamaged containers off to give us space to safely operate, to begin to plan to remove portions of the bridge that are also now embedded into the ship.
2 temporary channels are set up in the Patapsco River for commercial shipping now. Recovery teams, meantime, are still trying to reach the bodies of 4 construction workers who are presumed to have died in the collapse last week.
Now to campaign 2024. A new poll from Marquette Law School finds President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump deadlocked. They both received 50% among registered voters. The margin of error there, 4.3%. Among likely voters, Biden received 52% and Trump received 48%. That has a margin of error of 4.9%. We'll have more developments in the campaign for both candidates coming up in our next half hour. One of the January 6th rioters will spend more than 7 years in prison. A judge sentenced Taylor James Jonatakis yesterday. He was previously convicted of assaulting law enforcement and other felony and misdemeanor charges from his conduct in the riots on January 6th. This comes amid growing concern over Donald Trump's use of the words hostage and patriot to describe those accused of participating in the insurrection. More trials will take place the week of the Republican National Convention that happens this summer in Milwaukee.
All right, it is a chilly but quiet start to our morning, but we are tracking some more snow that'll be rotating in this morning. While the first warn forecast just ahead.
Also ahead, the Bucks looking to move on from their defeat against the Wizards. Could they get back to their winning ways against Memphis? Find out coming up in your morning sports.
And it's Thursday morning, so that means we're working for the weekend in the 608. I'll have a rundown of what's happening for your family.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Dear sharp curves, don't spin your wheels. Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. So you can bet your bottom dollar that we're sharper than ever. 'Cause we got traction, baby. Yours, Toyota sedans.
Right now, you can get 2.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Toyota Camry. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Pre-shop the Madison Lighting Big Spring Sale now. Save on all lighting, every ceiling fan, mirror, and all home decor. Go for it. Pre-shop their spring sale and save 15% on everyday low prices. Better hurry.
Shop family-owned Brothers Maine for our large selection, low-price deals, and free delivery on top brands like Cafe, Hotpoint, and GE Appliances. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases. And feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Are you
you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, ProAdjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Because beauty excites. It energizes. It drops our jaws. Dilates our eyes. Makes us look twice. A beautiful home, a beautiful life, is something we create. And we can start right now at Floor & Decor.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:11 here on your Thursday, and we are ready to look forward to the weekend in the 608.
Our Josh Sprider is here with the weekend planner for you and your family. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. 3 things for you to do this weekend in the 608, and the first one has become a huge hit for Madison area families over the years. It is your last chance to sit back, relax, and enjoy the lights along International Lane in Madison. You can join the Dane County Regional Airport for the 5th annual Light of Lights. They are proud to host an even bigger, even brighter drive-through light display featuring tributes to our first responders, tropical destinations, and Wisconsin sports. It is open to all, and there's no charge to attend. Flight of Lights runs through this Sunday, April 7th. Well, you can step into a time warp of style and nostalgia at the Totally Rad Vintage Fest. This event is back at the Alliant Energy Center. Check out the radical vendors specializing in iconic clothing and accessories from the 80s, 90s, and Y2K eras. They are offering a diverse selection of records, toys, video games, and home goods. The Totally Rad Vintage Fest is happening in Madison on Saturday, April 6th from 10 to 5. Tickets start at $8. Time is running out to join your favorite farmers at the late winter Dane County Farmers Market. This Saturday marks the end of the winter season at the Garver Feed Mill before it officially moves back to the square for the summer months. Open from 8 to noon, it is the perfect opportunity for you to do your weekly grocery shopping while supporting local farmers and makers. The Dane County Farmers Market outdoor season begins Saturday, April 13th. We'll have a little bit more on that in just a second. But remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to this section of channel3000.com, and you can also click on that community calendar in partnership with Madison Magazine. Lots going on, and I think once we flip the page from the late winter Dane County Farmers Market to the normal, I mean, that's like when, okay, we've made it.
Wasn't I just singing that?
We were just talking about that, but also, like, have we made it? I mean, like, it's fair to ask that question. There is snow on the ground.
I know.
But you're right. Let's get out there. All the fresh produce. I just want all the spring vegetables.
Like
and, oh, you're right. I mean, it is a sign, but like, the snow needs to go.
It is weird, you know, even driving it in this morning, and it's like, I'm looking around, like, it looks like it could be January. Like, it feels like it outside. I'm like, what is going on?
Like
it's
that
April.
Drag, right?
We should get some decent weather for a stretch this weekend, too.
I think that's going to help. Honestly, with all the moisture we've had, because we needed the moisture.
For sure.
I think things are really going to green up over the next week. So I think we've made it.
We are staying positive. We're just saying
we're trying,
so positive.
We're trying.
Yeah. All right.
Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
You bet.
Thanks. Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
All right, looking ahead to the following weekend, that's when the Madison Farmers Market will return on April 13th. The weekly market is one of the largest producers-only farmers markets in the country. It regularly brings in more than 200 vendors. The market will run every Saturday from 6:15 to 1:45. It's at the Capitol every weekend except for the one that'll be at Breeze Stevens. That weekend is July 13th.
We're looking forward to it. All right, Kelly, when are we going to see some of that grain poking through? This stuff going to melt or what?
Yeah, you know, the great thing is just because of the sun angle, even though we didn't even see any of this sun, just the radiation coming through the clouds yesterday really melted the snow pretty quickly. And once we get that sun out there, this will be history later this week. All right, we still have to deal with this storm system, though. It's just a hog just kind of sitting over the Great Lakes and spinning. It does have one more band, one more wave of snow that'll be rotating in on the back side of it. And that should be about it. It's not going to be real heavy snow, but we are expecting a band of some light snow to come through this morning. These were the snowfall reports. Some pretty good totals across southern Wisconsin. You see Grand March, 8.5 inches, 8 inches in Horicon. New Glarus, southwest of Madison, over 7 inches. I reported over 6 inches here at the station yesterday. At the airport, officially 4 inches of snow. Now, when you add the liquid inside of that, that was 3/4 of an inch of what would be rain if you melted that down, the snow. So that snow ratio is 5.6 to 1, a very heavy wet snow. Even an average snow, which is about 10 to 1, which means 1 inch of rain would give you 10 inches of snow. Ours was quite a bit wetter, and that's why it's that heavy wet snow. But it is melting. It came down pretty heavily. Thanks to Martha for sending in this photo when the snow was really coming down. Visibility's got down less than 1/4 of a mile there for a time. That was on Tuesday afternoon. Here's that band of snow that's rotating now, starting to move into Green Lake and Marquette counties up to the north. Right now, we just have a few flakes of snow, but we are expecting that band of snow to move in this morning for a few hours, let's say between 7 to maybe 9, 10 o'clock before it moves on out. Then we can expect some scattered light rain showers this afternoon, and then it will remain cool through the weekend. Temperatures today in the 30s, getting close to 40. A north wind will make it feel cooler. But just hang on, we are expecting above average temperatures. This will be later next weekend into the following week. Much of the country expecting above average temperatures. Here's that band of snow coming in, knocking on our door at 7 o'clock here this morning, moving through 9, 10 o'clock. Temperatures in the 30s, so most of this melting on the roads shouldn't cause too many problems. A few rain showers mixed in with some of these snow showers this afternoon. These will be scattered in nature. Temperatures near 40 today. Right now it's 34 in Madison, 36 in Janesville, 33 in Watertown and across Dane County. It is down to 31. Watch out. Some of that snow melt on some of those sidewalks. Just be careful where you step. 34, though, in Madison officially, so we are above freezing. 45 tomorrow with some sunshine returning. The sun on Saturday. 50, not a bad day. Still a little bit cooler than average. Do have some showers, rain showers on Sunday before we finally get into some 60s. Spring Lake rain showers expected next week. Once again on Monday and then again on Wednesday and Thursday.
Since Wisconsin's season ended in the first round of the NCAA tournament, it's been a wild 2 weeks for Greg Gard. The program has lost 5 players to either the transfer portal or the NBA draft. And now he's losing an assistant coach. After 7 seasons on the bench, Dean Oliver is moving on from the program. Oliver called his time in Madison an honor and a privilege and said his experiences as a Badger will stay with him forever. Meanwhile, fresh off a run in the WNIT, Marissa Mosley is losing a key piece to her team as she builds up her program. Sanaya Copeland has entered the transfer portal and will play basketball elsewhere. The sophomore guard averaged 30 minutes and 7 points per game for the Badgers this season. Bucks looking to bounce back after Tuesday's embarrassing loss to the Wizards, taking on the Grizz. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists from Giannis. The board and dish to Bobby Portis puts the Deer up 2 in the fourth quarter. But Milwaukee had no answer for Jaren Jackson Jr. Game-high 35 points from him, including that slam. Bucks lose their second straight, 111 to 101. Jake Chaney is coming off a fantastic junior year. The Badger inside linebacker finished second on the team in tackles, but entering his senior season, Chaney is taking on a whole new role in the room. Gone are Muma Jongmeta and Jordan Turner, making him the most experienced inside linebacker for the Badgers. And with experience comes leadership, a role that's new to him, but one he's tackling this spring.
You know, when I first got back, it was kind of weird. You know, I've been with Muma, JT, Tatum, Sanborn, my whole career here. And, all of a sudden we go to the meeting, they're gone. And, now you're looking, how am I going to build a relationship with these guys in such a short span of time?
Last year, to be honest, you had to sort of push him towards leadership. You had to sort of push him to feeling like he's the dude or one of the dudes. And now he's carrying himself that way.
Yeah, no
Brewers looking for their second sweep of the season, and Jackson Cheerio was doing his part. 5th inning, Crew up 2-1, and he sends a blast to center field for his first career big league home run. Now check out how Willie Adames and Pat Murphy celebrate with him. The old silent treatment. Well, that was the good, the bad. The Twins used a 5-run 7th inning to take the lead and win the game. Brewers fall 7-3 in the final. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah, a lot of, transfer portal. It's affecting kind of everywhere. It's happening right now, really, in college basketball now that their seasons are over. And that also means, new opportunities for coaches like Zach was just telling us there. So, yeah, we'll see as the fallout continues as the postseason. We got the Final Four coming up here on Saturday. Can't wait.
It's exciting.
Yeah. All right, despite now the Bucks lost, though, they will be back in the playoffs. It's good news.
Yeah, tickets are already on sale. You can buy single-game tickets to the first-round playoff games. You can find them through the Bucks website. First-round playoff games begin April 20th.
Trying to get back to the promised land with the Bucks.
Bucks in 6.
There you go.
It's back.
It's been a while since there's been a reason to say it, right? All right, still ahead here, an iconic hotel is closing for good.
And coming up in our next half hour, some local school referenda failed to pass this week. So we're going to take a look at what that means for those schools, including students and the staff. Stay with us.
Zach Hanley, News 3 Now Sports, moving forward.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know. What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Want fresh air.
You need the experts.
Right now with Felco, get free installation plus no interest for 6 years.
Call 866 for Felco.
Looking for fitness that fits your budget? Join Planet Fitness. Now through April 12th, you can save big when you join for $1 down and just $10 a month. Cancel anytime. That's almost 25% off your monthly membership. Get big fitness energy without the big investment. Never intimidating, always free fitness training. Equipment for every workout. Don't miss out. Join the judgment-free zone today and get energized for $1 down and $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, April 12th.
Who isn't ready for spring? An up to 50% off list. It's the spring home sale, and big deals are everywhere at Slumberland Furniture. Like this trending comfy sectional for just $15.95. Or update your living room for just $4.75. Spring into a comfy La-Z-Boy recliner for just $3.98. You'll find great deals in every department at up to 50% off list, including this cool-to-the-touch mattress. Plus, pay no interest for 3 years at our big spring home sale now at Slumberland.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Steve Bozeman from Steve's Auto Sales in Madison. I came up with a great sale for you guys, $29.99. I have 10 cars in that price range. Stop by today if you want the best deals in Madison. We have the warranties available. We also have financing for these $29.99 cars. Go to stevesautotrucksales.net. I'm located on Stoughton Road. Stop by and I'll give you the best deal in town. Steve's Auto Sales, the best deals in Madison. Search for Steve's on your phone right now.
Oh, we are back sharing Linda's morning with everyone. A lovely up-close picture of a raccoon. Shane's favorite.
Linda messaged me and said, this raccoon was hanging on their tree last fall, kept a safe distance, but presented a perfect photo op. I'd have to agree with that, even though
it's like it's posing.
I mean, it looks like a shot out of Nat Geo. Linda,
Great
very
shot.
nice work.
Hey, keep an eye on your garbage cans. Those raccoon like to open up the garbage cans and dig around in there. It scratches all over the top of my garbage can.
Oh, I don't want to hear
from the raccoon trying to find a little midnight snack.
I really, they creep me out. That and possum,
But this one's adorable.
But it's a kind of cute little face.
All right. What are we talking about today, Shane?
All right. It's the end of an era in Las Vegas as the famed Tropicana Hotel is closing its doors. Maybe some of you have stayed out there when you visited the Sin City. It's been around for 67 years, but the hotel has to go to make way for the new Oakland A's stadium. That's right. The A's are moving from Oakland to Las Vegas.
Are they keeping the name? So they're going to be like the Las Vegas Athletics?
I don't know about that. That's a good
We'll have to look
question.
into it.
I don't know. Maybe. You know, when other teams have fled California, the Chargers, the Raiders, they've, you know.
very true.
So yeah, right after checkout, managers locked the door for the final time here. The Tropicana has also had a casino. They closed that as well. If these are the workers, they don't look to be too upset about.
Oh, I'm happy they're celebrating.
Yeah.
You know, be happy that it happened. You know, what is it? Smile because it happened. Don't frown because it's over. Something like that. That's an old Dr. Seuss quote, I think.
Wow.
I could be wrong.
Socrates sitting over here.
Yeah. There you go. So long, Tropicana.
Yeah. You ever been to Vegas?
A couple times, yeah.
I have never been.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust myself.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, I won't be staying at the Trop.
Yeah, you find out a lot about yourself after a trip to Vegas.
Yeah, maybe in a couple of years.
All right, Callie, what's coming up?
Yeah, we are looking at some snow showers this morning. That'll mix with some rain showers later today. Expecting some sun finally to return tomorrow into Saturday.
We're back after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copeland Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copeland treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here. It's a great place to work.
At Sarginians, we're flipping the floor buying experience. For nearly a century, we've been at the forefront of flooring trends. And now, we're stepping into a new era where technology meets style and decision-making is effortless. Experience the future of flooring at Sarginians today.
In this day and age, we spend way too much time scrolling. Instead, join us for some horseplay at the Midwest Horse Fair. Check out insane tricks, hundreds of horses, clinicians, amazing eats, and spectacular shopping. And entertainment like you've never seen, IRL. Sorry, ask your kids what IRL is.
It's the great Midwest Horse Fair.
Join us at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison, April 19th through the 21st.
Pre-shop the Madison Lighting Big Spring Sale now. Save on all lighting, every ceiling fan, mirror, and all home decor. Go for it. Pre-shop their spring sale and save 15% on everyday low prices. Better hurry.
I think when people come into the gym, they're often coming sometimes to change a certain aspect of themselves, to feel good enough, skinny enough, muscular enough, whatever enough. But you are enough. You are worthy of showing up for yourself. And it does start from a place of self-love. And having the people here in the community makes it so much easier. Again, it takes courage to even tell yourself that you're worthy and then to walk through these doors. So join me. Be courageous. Make those daily decisions for a better tomorrow. Start with courage. Let's go.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices. I'm attorney David Gruber.
For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services to this incredible community. We appreciate and value our clients. We've helped tens of thousands of injured people get the care they needed and results they deserve.
Gruber Law Offices.
One call, one call, one call, one call, one call, that's all.
It's the sale that took the country by storm. Denver Mattress presents the smash hit Spring into Savings with fan favorites like
Sealy Comfort for me and better sleep too. And don't forget a free gift for you. Save up to $150.
That's the athlete's choice.
Get 4 years now into financing.
I'm chipped free.
That's a 365 guarantee.
But don't wait. Spring into Savings at Denver Mattress ends soon.
This morning, school funding problems. After failed referenda this week, we'll look at the potential impacts for staff and students.
Plus, the court's rule on when one of Donald Trump's criminal trials will play out, whether it's before or after the election.
And looking outside this morning, sun is coming up. We have a clear view of the Capitol, but seeing some clouds out there this morning, Kelly.
Yeah, eventually those clouds will give way to some, yes, more snow. That'll be moving on in this morning. We'll track it for you coming up.
Hey, good Thursday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
I'm Shane Hogan. We're almost there, almost getting to the weekend, but we may have some more snow on the way.
Yeah, Kelly's tracking another round coming in from the north. When do you think this will hit the Madison area, Kelly?
I'd say sometime about 7:30 or so. It looks like it might be hitting the Madison area. This is fairly light. It's not definitely not as heavy as what we saw a couple days ago. But one last wave coming down from the north, diving south toward southern Wisconsin. That's what we can expect this morning. So if you are going to be out on the roads, just allow a little bit of extra time. Visibilities might go down a little bit. And also the roads will be mainly wet. But that's that band of snow now moving through Green Lake and Marquette counties, headed into Columbia County here within the next half of an hour. And you can track that on our 3-hour future radar, that band of snow moving through. And it should be done with by 10 o'clock. So it's not going to last real long, which is kind of a nuisance for us just in time for the morning commute. Temperatures looking at mid-30s today with a northwest wind at 10 miles per hour right now. That light snow this morning should be tapering off as we get through the late morning hours, but can't rule out a few rain, maybe even some snow showers for the afternoon as temperatures hover near 40 later today. We're talking about some sunshine finally in our forecast later this week. More on that coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. You can stay on top of those changing conditions by downloading the First Warn Weather app. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store. Right now, school officials are preparing for difficult conversations. This after multiple referenda failed Tuesday night. This morning, we're taking a look at how these will affect schools across our area.
Right now, official results show that operational referenda in McFarland and Beloit failed. Unofficial results show operational referenda in Platteville, Cuba City, and Barneveld will fail. District place operational referenda on the ballot when their schools need more money to stay open at their current capacity. So here's what this means for you. School staff could see a cut to their wages and benefits. Your child's class sizes could grow and their course options could shrink. The McFarland School District is already informing parents it may need to increase class sizes and reduce course, club, and sport offerings. That's in addition to possibly lowering staff pay and other cuts.
In Rock County, the Beloit School District referendum called for a $9 million increase in funds over the course of 3 years. With voters rejecting that plea 60-40, we're hearing from the superintendent about what comes next.
Supporting our classrooms, maintaining our facilities, maintaining a fair and equal wage for our staff, and of course maintaining our course offerings. Those were the big buckets that we were looking at. And of course, without those monies, naturally we have the needs that are still there. We still have those needs that we have for our students, and that's something that we'll have to, of course, address here in the next few months.
Now, this isn't the first time Beloit has put a referendum on the ballot. Just last year, voters rejected a school referendum. And in his conversation with News 3 Now, the district superintendent signaled the most recently failed referendum won't be the last.
Some of the things that you do to, to campaign, you talk about what you did do in between the two campaigns. But there's still a need for us to, come back to this conversation again.
As of this morning, we're still waiting on official results from some school referendums. To stay updated on those results, you can head over to channel3000.com.
Meanwhile, in the Madison Metro School District, we know when the next superintendent will start his new job. Dr. Joe Gothard will begin serving on May 20th. He's currently the superintendent of schools in St. Paul, Minnesota. His last day there is the 17th. Gothard will be in Madison next week.
Overnight, Marquette Law School has released a brand new poll.
Yeah, take a look at this. A national survey found that both President Biden and former President Donald Trump are tied for support. Trump and Biden both at 50% of registered voters' choice this morning. That is a margin of error of 4.3%. Now, among likely voters, Biden received 52% and Trump has 48%. That is a margin of error of 4.9 points. These results include voters who initially said that they would vote for someone else or would not vote. Meantime, Donald Trump's criminal trial in the classified documents case is now scheduled for after the election. Trump appointee Eileen Cannon is pushing the trial back. In a filing, special counsel Jack Smith says her actions are based on a, quote, fundamentally flawed premise. One trial that will play out before the election, the hush money case. That trial will start April 15th.
At the White House today, President Biden will speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It's the first time the two will talk since the deadly airstrike that killed aid workers with the World Central Kitchen in Gaza. CBS's Jared Hill has more.
Today, President Biden is set to speak with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by phone. Their first conversation since Monday's strike by Israeli forces, which killed 7 humanitarian workers with World Central Kitchen, the food charity founded by celebrity chef Jose Andres.
Accountable for the World Central Kitchen strike, Mr. President.
Yesterday, President Biden ignored questions from reporters on the strike, though earlier this week he said he was outraged and heartbroken. The Biden administration says it's awaiting the results of Israel's investigation of the incident, which Netanyahu has called unintentional.
This incident was a grave mistake.
This was not just a bad luck situation where, we dropped the bomb in the wrong place.
Chef Andres told Reuters he believes his workers were targeted.
IDF knew of our movements. The route was clear. The communication was clear.
Netanyahu has faced criticism and backlash at home and abroad due to his overall handling of the conflict. Israeli War Cabinet member Benny Gantz, a political rival of Netanyahu's, is calling for new elections in September.
I believe that the Israeli society needs to renew its contract with its leadership.
The bodies of the slain World Kitchen aid workers have been transported out of Gaza, and the organization has suspended operations there. The United Nations is also halting the nighttime movements of its aid workers for 48 hours to consider security issues. It's all in the aftermath of Monday's strike. Jared Hill, CBS News.
The World Central Kitchen's founder, Jose Andres, says he doesn't know when the group will resume its operations in Gaza. Now, this comes after the uninstructed vote received nearly 50,000 votes in Tuesday's election here in Wisconsin. That's more than double what President Biden won the state by back in 2020. We have a statement from the Abandon Biden campaign, which has worked to get people to vote uninstructed. It says the Abandon Biden campaign will work tirelessly to ensure that Biden is defeated in Wisconsin. The primary election is set against the backdrop of the ongoing crisis in Gaza, which has tragically claimed the lives of over 30,000 civilians, including 13,000 children.
There is a third-party candidate that could shake things up in November, that being independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. We don't know yet which state's ballots he will show up on this November. We do know here in Wisconsin, Kennedy is polling around 10%. Some Democrats are looking forward to the potential that we could see him on our state's ballot.
In addition to having such a fabulous Democratic name, has actually done some good work, particularly in the environmental space. The problem is that he now traffics in conspiracy theories, particularly around vaccines.
Those conspiracies include one that Kennedy pushed last summer. In remarks, Kennedy said COVID-19 was ethically targeted to spare Jewish and Chinese people. Multiple Jewish groups condemned the comments as anti-Semitic, which Kennedy denied. Here on News 3 Now, we're keeping you informed about the 2024 election. You can stay up to date with the Channel 3000 mobile app.
All right, another chilly morning. We're not quite done with the snow. We are expecting some more snow to wrap through southern Wisconsin this morning. We'll track it for you in the first warn forecast coming up.
Plus, it's Thursday morning, and of course, we're working for the weekend in the 608. I'll break down another 3 things to do with your family when we come back.
Dad, are you certain this is going to work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Pick and Save always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Pick and Save app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit Plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Ordinary is the opposite of beautiful. Beauty drops our jaws, dilates our eyes, and beauty is something we can create right now at Floor & Decor.
Campaign 2024 is heating up in battleground Wisconsin, and News 3 Now is bringing you complete team coverage throughout this crucial election year. From the candidates to the issues that matter to you, the voters. Campaign 2024 on News 3 Now, moving forward.
Have a great night and do something good. I started saying it because I was just so tired of all the bad news in the world.
People are out there doing great things. I've experienced it. And believe me, it can change your day.
Tell us about the good you see. Go to Channel 3000 or post it using the hashtag #DoSomethingGood. I'll share your stories on News 3 Now. Our community is full of wonderful, giving people. Let's celebrate them together. Let's do something good.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
First one, meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the snowy patio this morning. A lot of this melting yesterday due to the mild temperatures, and this time of the year the snow just does not stick around, even though we're not quite done with it yet. We are tracking a little bit of snow still wrapping around this very slow-moving storm system. This was just east of Milwaukee. Now it's over northern, just east of Milwaukee yesterday morning at this time. Now it's over northern Ohio, but one last band of energy coming southbound that'll be reaching us a little bit later on this morning, and will continue for a couple of hours. Not expecting a whole lot of precipitation out of this, but we are expecting a little bit to be moving through this morning. All right, we have had a lot of moisture over the last week or so. In fact, some locations, as we get into our radar estimates, some locations picking up 4 or 5 inches of rain. You see that area of orange from Madison, areas down to the south into green, Rock County, Lafayette County, Southern Grant County. The area that really needs the rain that hasn't seen as much, still beneficial rains, but generally less than 2 inches from about the Dells, that lighter blue shading down toward Lone Rock, right along the Wisconsin River Valley. Luckily, we are looking at some definitely some relief from the ongoing drought that goes back to last summer. Now, we are tracking some more snow. This is not going to be real heavy, generally some light snow moving through, but it may reduce visibility just in time for the rush hour. You can see it's moving through Green Lake, Marquette County, knocking on the door, moving into parts of Columbia County. Just a few flakes of snow floating about Dane County. All right, today looking at cloudy skies, expecting highs only up to 40. We should be up to 52 this time of the year, and the sun is officially up, not setting until almost 7:30 now. We are looking at the band of snow to move through this morning. This will be a period of light snow, maybe lasting a couple, 3 hours this morning. That should be out by 10 o'clock or so. Then this afternoon, enough instability, can't rule out some light afternoon rain or some snow showers. Rain remaining pretty cool right through the weekend. Temperatures today getting up close to 40. A stiff north wind up at around 10 to 15, 20 miles per hour at times. Here's that cold air that's in place. Really, it's actually colder over the Great Lakes than it is actually in Hudson Bay, Canada. So that's that bulk of that cold air that moved through. We are going to get a little bit milder weather, at least temporarily for Saturday. Another system moves in from the west that'll bring us another shot for some showers, it looks like, by Sunday and Monday, and a little bit cooler weather to close out the weekend. Nothing like what we saw over the last couple of days, but we are looking at cooler than average temperatures right through the weekend. However, we jump above that as we go into early next week. We're talking about some 60s, along with that some spring-like rain showers. So we'll watch that band of snow move through 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Temperatures in the mid-30s, so a lot of this melting on the pavement, which is good. And then as we get in the afternoon hours, as temperatures climb up closer to 40, some of those snow showers will change over to some rain showers, just kind of nuisance showers for us as temperatures climb up close to 40 this afternoon. 34 right now in Madison, also Watertown, 36 in Janesville and across Dane County. Some locations getting down below freezing, so some of this melting snow, watch out where you're stepping on the sidewalks so you don't slip on potential for some ice where temperatures are below freezing. But right now at the airport, officially 34. 40 today with a mix of some rain and snow showers this afternoon. Get back into some sunshine tomorrow. Still chilly, 45, 50 on Saturday. Another system brings us some lighter rain showers on Sunday, but we do rebound. Definitely feeling like spring next week with on and off shower chances and temperatures in the low to mid 60s.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Looking ahead, the Madison Farmers Market is returning on April 13th. Coming up here, the weekly market is, of course, one of the largest producer-only farmers markets. It regularly brings in more than 200 vendors. The market will run every Saturday from 6:15 to 1:45 at the Capitol every weekend except for one weekend in July that will be held at Breeze Stevens. That is on July 13th.
And this weekend, one of the nation's top cancer hospitals is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Of course, we're talking about the UW Carbone Cancer Center. They're hosting an open house Sunday afternoon. Anyone interested can go. It's inside the Health Sciences Learning Center on Highland Avenue. You can go to the facility to see lab tours and exhibits on certain types of cancers and work being done to fight them.
Really just kind of trying to show off who we are, that this is really in our own community here in Madison, a leading cancer center in the nation.
The open house runs from noon until 4. Again, that's this Sunday. That's not the only thing going on this weekend. It may only be Thursday, but we are working for the weekend in the 608 this morning.
Our Josh Sprider is here with the weekend planner for you and your family. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning, guys. Is it Friday yet? I know we are dreaming here. I have 3 things for you to do this weekend in the 608. And the first one has become a huge hit for Madison area families over the years. Of course, this is your last chance to sit back, relax, and enjoy the lights. Along International Lane in Madison, you can join the Dane County Regional Airport for the 5th annual Flight of Lights. They are proud to host an even bigger, even brighter drive-through light display this year featuring our first responders, tropical destinations, and Wisconsin sports. It is open to all and there's no charge. Flight of Lights runs through this Sunday, April 7th. In Sauk County this weekend also marks the Spring Craft and Vendor Show that's happening Saturday at Baraboo High School. It runs 9 to 3 in the school's gym. There you can check out area vendors and makers. This is your chance to get a little something for yourself or family while supporting local. Then happening Sunday at Garber Feed Mill, it is time for Madison's Best Bloody. This is the 4th annual competition and tasting. Area bartenders will face off and compete for your vote for Madison's Best Bloody. It runs from 11:30 to 3. All proceeds benefit the Great Lakes Hemophilia Foundation, supporting 3,000 people in Wisconsin who live with a bleeding disorder. So it all goes to a good cause. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608. You can go to channel3000.com. You can also click on the community calendar in partnership with our friends at Madison Magazine. You guys bloody fans?
You go.
Okay.
Not everyone at one time.
No, I used to hate them.
Yep.
And then as I got older, I really enjoyed them before I stopped drinking.
I don't think I've ever had one.
You've never had one? Oh
no.
my goodness.
I would welcome that. I think I would try someone's at the tables first to make sure I like it.
Yeah.
The tomato juice, that is
it's
a little
an acquired
tough.
taste.
You like it spicy?
So I'm like a medium. Like I like just a little bit of a bite to it, but I also don't want to be sweating from it too. But no, they're good. And I mean, in Wisconsin, of course, we have so many great places. And then you got to get like all the cheeses and the meats
snacks.
and yeah.
I know. I'll get around to it.
I know there are some like really good ones around here too. Like I think there's one in Paoli that they have like this whole. It's like a meal that comes out of this. Like gosh,
the little burger sliders.
Oh
yeah, right.
Gosh, yeah. We're gonna get you one.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Maybe a little extra vodka in there too.
Oh, hello. Okay. After the show.
Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Hey, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
The day's top headlines are coming up, including the search for 2 missing teenagers.
Morning Sprint's coming up next.
A reminder, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, we'd love to help them celebrate. Send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Transform your yard into something you can be proud of. From initial design to complete finished installation, Maple Leaf will design a yard that'll be the envy of the neighborhood. Maple Leaf Landscaping, your year-round property care specialists. Just look for the orange leaf.
It's the sale that took the country by storm. Denver Mattress presents the smash hit Spring into Savings with fan favorites like
Sealy Comfort for me and better sleep too. And don't forget a free gift for you. Save up to $150.
The Athlete's Choice.
Get 4 years now insurance financing.
I'm chipped free.
That's a 365 guarantee.
But don't wait. Spring into Savings at Denver Mattress ends soon.
It's replacement window season. Do you have ugly, hard to open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows. Because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machines. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
I was stuck. Unresolved depression symptoms were in my way. I needed more from my antidepressant. Vraylar helped give it a lift.
Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Dane County Regional Airport's Flight of Lights, free and fun for everyone.
Dog food.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Dodgeville police are asking for your help looking for 2 missing teenagers. They went missing yesterday afternoon. Here are their pictures. 16-year-old Holly Gurton is likely with 17-year-old Jonathan Lindahl. Police believe they are in a 2007 silver Pontiac Grand Prix. If you have any information, you should call Dodgeville Police. That number, 608-935-5950.
Donald Trump's criminal classified documents case won't happen until after the election. Trump-appointed Judge Eileen Cannon pushing back in a filing. Special counsel Jack Smith suggested Judge Cannon doesn't understand what's going on. Meanwhile, another judge denied Trump's motion to delay the hush money trial. That trial will happen later this month.
One of the January 6th rioters will spend more than 7 years in prison. A judge sentenced him yesterday. This amid growing concern over Donald Trump's use of the words hostage and patriot to describe those accused of participating in the insurrection. More trials will take place the week of the Republican National Convention that happens this summer in Milwaukee.
At the White House, President Biden is preparing for a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today. It comes after an Israeli airstrike killed several aid workers with the World Central Kitchen Monday. Israel says it was an accident and is investigating. The founder of the World Central Kitchen says that he doesn't know when the group will resume operations now in Gaza.
A new poll overnight from the Marquette Law School shows Donald Trump and Joe Biden are both at 50% of registered voters' choice. That has a margin of error of 4.3 points. Among likely voters, Biden received 52% and Trump received 48%. That has a margin of error of 4.9. These results include voters who initially said they would vote for someone else or wouldn't vote at all.
The state Supreme Court is refusing to weigh in after the Elections Commission asked it to decide which boundaries should be used in the effort to recall Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. That choice, the old redistricting maps or the new ones that'll take effect in November. The court's refusal to weigh in leaves the question of which maps should be used for any recall or special election up in the air.
Dr. Joe Gothard will begin serving as Madison School Superintendent on May 20th. We now know that date. He's currently the superintendent of St. Paul Schools in Minnesota. His last day there will be May 17th. Gothard will be in Madison next week.
Quick turnaround. Dane County Executive Joe Parisi will retire on Friday, May 3rd. His office making that announcement yesterday. We didn't know when the date was, and now we do. Parisi has served as executive Dane County since 2011. He announced his retirement plans last fall. Voters will now get the chance to elect a successor later this year.
Two candidates running for a seat on the Rock County Board of Supervisors tied. Brandon Buchanan and Lori Marshall each received 190 votes on Tuesday. That's for District 11 Supervisor, which makes up some of the city and town of Beloit. A board of canvassers will now verify the results next week. If it's still tied, the choice will be made at random. The Powerball jackpot is now worth an estimated $1.23 billion. That's after no one won last night's drawing. Your next opportunity to win big is Saturday night.
All right, meteorologist Kelly Slifka, as we are watching some snow moving into our northern counties up in Green Lake, Marquette County, headed into Columbia and Dodge County, Beaver Dam area up along 151. May encounter that snow this morning, and that'll move through here in the Madison area probably within the next half hour or so. Noticing temperatures do remain above freezing generally, so a lot of this will be melting on the roads, but may reduce visibilities for a time. Then as it gets warm enough, some of the the snow showers will actually change over to some rain showers. Temperatures get close to 40 today. We'll be breezy with a northerly wind at 10 to 20. Sun appears tomorrow. Temperatures in the 40s, up close to 50 on Saturday.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Another news and weather update coming up.